Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in to this preview of HISD Now, your source for what's happening in the district. I'm Lana Hill. Happy Friday. Let's get right to your 3 p.m. headlines for January 17th. The HISD School Board held its first meeting of the year last night and elected new officers for 2025. Rick Campo will now serve as board president, Audrey Mamanai as vice president, and Angela Lamont Flowers will remain as secretary.
America! America! We stand today in a nation saturated with ideals of freedom and bravery.
The 29th annual Martin Luther King Jr. oratory competition took place this morning at Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. This year's winner is Blackshear Elementary's Montoya Murray. If you follow this cherished tradition, you may remember Montoya won last year. She is now the competition's first ever two-time winner.
Messages that he have about the common good and service to the nation and service to others, that we need more of that. And so to hear kids talk about it and give speeches about it, that really warms my heart. And it sets us up for moving our nation forward.
Congratulations, Montoya. Families of bus riders, we told you changes are coming to bus routes. If your child's route is changing, communication went out yesterday about that, so check your email. And if you have any questions about the changes or transportation questions in general, here are other numbers you can call on your screen. Looking ahead to next week, pre-K applications for next school year open. That's on Wednesday. Head to hisd.org, houstonisd.org/pre-K for more info. We're keeping a close eye on the weather as another Arctic cold front moves in this holiday weekend. Reminder, the district is closed for Monday. That's Martin Luther King Jr. Day. District leaders are staying in touch with local officials and preparing to make a decision for Tuesday. Here's more on how the district has been preparing and what goes into making severe weather decisions that impact our schools.
Anytime we have an anticipated weather event, days before, we already start bringing together the cross-functional teams that support making sure that operationally we are good to go. While our team internally is hard at work preparing for the event, we are also collaborating and having constant communication with the National Weather Service, the City of Houston, Region 4, and also area superintendents, because of course we want to rely on the experts out in the field. They provide recommendations. They will have calls over the weekend so that they are also providing us with their recommendations and that continuous monitoring of the weather event, so that again we are bringing the most informed recommendation for consideration.
The transportation services safety team will send out their drivers, so that's a decision point that will be sent to our chief of organizational effectiveness to ensure that the road conditions are safe for them to drive. From the building service managers and custodians to the maintenance technicians and then the operations directors in each division, that information will be shared with me. They'll let me know if there are any ruptured pipes, if there are any systems that are offline, if we cannot open the school. So we do have emergency systems on hand in the event that we have to warm a classroom or two. But if there are any major issues, then of course I'll take that information and I'll be sharing it with our chief of staff.
When we have weather, inclement weather approaching, starting Sunday night, we're gonna run all boilers. We're gonna run pipes. We're gonna run pumps, boilers, and everything to make sure water circulates, keep it from freezing, right. and then of course we will have staff on standby. The BSMs will walk the campuses Monday, say mid-morning, to make sure everything's heating properly in the campuses, and if for whatever reason or issues we come across, we'll have techs on on standby so we can dispatch and get those buildings comfortable for Tuesday morning when the students and staff return.
Some campuses are equipped with 2 boilers. If one goes down, the other one would help us while we get the other one repaired. Some campuses only unfortunately have one boiler, so if that one goes down, we have the backup of a rental rental companies that immediately in short time we can get a boiler rental installed, and then we can get heat again.
Our goal is to always give the information at least the night before, prior to the nightly news. I think you know when you scroll the nightly news, there will often be the school closures or school delays on the bottom of the screen, and so our goal would be to make a decision prior to that evening broadcast. But of course, we will rely on our own internal communication channels as well, HISD Now, social media, as well as getting it out to the news outlets. That being said, weather conditions do change, and so if something was to happen or occur overnight, our goal is to make sure we're acting on the most relevant information as possible to, again, make sure our goal is to keep our students safe.
Thank you for tuning in to this preview of HISD Now. I'm Lana Hill. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Stay weather aware this weekend, and we will see you next week.